LA, of course, is one of the most expensive cities in the world. Rents continued to rise this year. So a group of stakeholders got together to create the Livable Communities Initiative. It calls for city departments to work together to create more bikeable, affordable city for the first time in history. A cyclist in the land of cars and single-family homes, former city planner Ed Mendoza thinks there has got to be a better way to build up LA.
I feel like we're still building as if we're not in a housing crisis.
Mendoza is the policy director for the Livable Communities Initiative, a coalition advocating for an overhaul of the city's code to transform some commercial streets into bike-friendly, walkable communities. He says Westwood Boulevard, which connects a metro stop to UCLA, is a perfect example.
You can't get from that train station to the Hammer Museum or to Westwood Village. You can't. I mean, unless you want to risk, your life.
Under their vision, the city would allow existing property owners to build up, adding a few stories of apartments without adding parking, while transforming the street with bike or bus lanes.
It has to be complementary. When you build good infrastructure, then you can build good housing, good affordable housing, and everyone wins.
So far, that vision has sailed through LA City Council committees. USC professor Todd Gish says it all sounds great in theory, but historically, reduced parking is a non-starter for small businesses.
Many of them, the older businesses, they might have a few spaces back in the alley or they might not, but either way, they depend on available street parking for their customers.
Mendoza says all redevelopment should involve the surrounding community, but without reducing parking, new apartment complexes will continue to look like the ones coming to nearby Overland Avenue. He says new tenants pay a lot for all that parking. Rent can top $3,000 here for a one-bedroom. He says that's no way to solve an affordability crisis.
It's a crisis. It's dire. It's horrifying. But it's a reality that we have to face.
There will always be plenty of room for drivers in LA. He hopes the city will carve out some space for cyclists soon. The City Council moved the plan forward again yesterday, asking transportation and planning departments to draft a plan to bring all of this to life, to try to do something different in the city.
Yay. Embrace it, right?
Thank you. Yeah. It was hard to try to find someone who would speak out against it, to be honest. At this point, I think everyone understands, we can't keep doing it the same way that we're doing.